Your feet at home this afternoon to London Broncos. Can you just kind of tell me how you're feeling after that performance?
Probably need to be a bit careful about the language I use here. I'm always a coach that's got the back of the players, that tries to find something constructive, that tries to find something positive from everything that we do. But I thought that second half performance was just embarrassing. I thought there were times, particularly towards the end of the game, where it looked like the cue had been put on the rack and people had given up. And it almost looked like it was looking after an individual. You know, I mentioned in the sheds there that I think at times when you look at self-preservation, you put a bubble around yourself and protect yourself individually rather than looking at your mates. And a collective team, what they do is they fight like dogs. We've got no dog in us at the minute, and I think what we've got to do. And any successful team, I don't care about tactics and skill level. The stuff that you can control, which is your attitude, your desire, your enthusiasm, your want, your will to do it, to protect your mates back. Because you know that whichever 17 play on a weekend, you know that your mate's going to get your back if you make a mistake. So you've got to have your mates back. And I think in that second half, we almost put the protective bubble around ourselves and thought, I'm just going to look after myself first. And as long as I'm all right, that's all that matters. You don't win games like that. So we've been in the bottom four. And we've now got to prepare for the last 4 games of the season. And the only way that we're going to get out of this is by fighting. And we've got to find some dog. We've got to put the dog in us. And it's difficult to put that dog inside somebody. So you've got to find it. And if they don't want to put that dog in them, I'll put a shirt on somebody that does.
From your point of view, from coaching point of view, this game, not just this week, but the last couple of weeks where we maybe haven't got the result we wanted, just how much does it hurt on a personal level for you?
For me, it absolutely destroys me. Absolutely destroys me. I'm embarrassed to be associated with that second 40 minutes. Like I said, I will back my players to the hill. I will take the responsibility on anything. And I think again, if I sit down all week and do nothing, but I'm watching games, I'm watching hours and hours and hours of games and reviewing and previewing, and we give the players the information to take on board about what's going to come, then it's up to the players then to affect that. The 3 tries that they scored in the first half, exactly the same shape that we prepped for the first try. The second try being it coming back from the dummy half, we prepped that, and the third try, they like playing off loads and playing second phase. 3 tries that they scored, 3 tries that we prepped for. So, yeah, the information is there, and it's difficult to stop it. But you've got to do it. You're playing rugby league, you're playing a contact sport. They've got some big boys. But unless you're willing to put yourself in front of somebody and take a whack and whack somebody, then you're playing the wrong sport. They've got some big boys, but if you get out your line and sit them on the backside straight away in minute 1 or tackle 1, then they're going to think about running at you again. But we're just too accepting. We're just too accepting with some of their big men defending with his chest open, getting sat on his backside, and they're going to come all day. You'll give somebody a sniff like that, they're going to come all day. And I'm absolutely dead. It hurts. It pains me. It really pains me.
We knew as well how big of a game this was. London, similar side, similar points to what we were. So just how much of a wasted opportunity is that?
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Whoever won this game has got a chance of getting out of the bottom 4. Whoever lost this game, you cemented in that bottom 4. There's no 2 ways about it. So the facts that we just rolled over like we did in that second half and just accept it like it was a nothing game, like a dead rubber. It bewilders me. It really does, particularly after the last couple of games where we've shown them green shoots, we've been on the front foot a little bit, and the second half at Oldham last week were really positive in a lot of aspects, and then to perform like we have done today, and it weren't the skill level today. It was they coming out enthused us. They had more desire, they had a better attitude to do the basics of rugby league, which would run hard and tackle hard and be there for your mate, and we just didn't have that.
And now we've got a 2-week break. Week off next week, so go again against Widnes, but just how much of a big 2 weeks is this now for us?
Yeah, it's big, but I think what the players need to do now is they need to spend a little bit of time away from each other. I think I hope that changing room's hurting as much as I'm hurting. I hope them individuals are hurting as much as I'm hurting, because if it doesn't, then why do you do it? Why do you do it? Them players have got to be sat at home tonight. I know it's easy to say, right, the game's done, you switch off and you move on. No, you can't switch off. You've got to look at yourself and think, have I done enough today? If anybody sits down and thinks, I've done enough today, then they're playing the wrong sport. I'll go back and I'll watch that game over and over and over, and I'll think about the team that I've selected. I'll think about the rotations that I've had. Yeah, we lost 3 players during the game, so we only had 1 rotation, but it happens. Deal with it. You've got to deal with it. Don't feel sorry for yourself. If you feel sorry for yourself, you get what you got in that second half.